Hey, RetconRaider here, and welcome back to Pathfinder, Wrath of the Righteous. As today we try to wrap things up here in the Forest of the Forgotten Spirits. We got some pretty big story reveals last time around, regarding who or what Ulbrich might be, but I imagine we won't get any real answers until we hit Act 5. So I think that just leaves the Swamp Cave and whatever's behind that mysterious locked door. Plus, I imagine some minor follow-up with Sigborn and Yasenna. Let's have a peek. Let's rebuff real quick. The last cave we walked into had a pretty nasty fight. Good enough. Let's do this. And we're fighting with Gathrius the Bookworm. Guard's pretty light. We could just scoot past these guys and take out the caster. Though I suppose that also depends on exactly what Gathrius is. If he's a lich, we might still be in for a fight. Oh, no, he's just a dude. Granted, a level 17 dude, but still easily mobbed by melee fighters. Ulbrich will hold the line. Vex and Regil will do the worm. Nice. Oh, and we've got more guards, but still nothing to worry about. Alright, let's not have that. Wow, Waldiff. Not bad. And down goes Gatharius. Now for the cleanup.
Out of my sight.
And we're good. that was easy. After What's-His-Face, the Cold Rage, I was really expecting a tougher fight. Key of the Dawn. Rod of Quicken. I'm guessing that's our prize. I mean, the rest of this stuff is decent, but nothing we're actually going to use. Ooh, actually. Midnight Lily. Cures any disease. Right, so that was for the hunters. And we have a very unusual looking quarterstaff. Necromancer's Staff. Grants an extra +3 enhancement bonus to the weapons of created undead. Interesting. I mean, completely useless to us, but still an interesting item for someone who's running an appropriate party. And that's it. So, I guess our climactic encounter must be behind the locked doors. We've still got some haste running. That's good. Wait, so how do we use the Key of Dusk? I can only interact with one of the two doors, so man, I hope that's not a bug. Do we have to do something up here, maybe? It looks like the ghost well's still running. Yep, that is a very active well of ghosts. Nothing to click on. Alright, let's go hit the pause button real quick. I have a suspicion, but I want to verify before I waste our time on it. We'll be right back. And we're back. And yes, it turns out that as I somewhat suspected, we do have to wait until nighttime before we can interact with the Door of Dusk. Which does make sense, I mean, in regards to the various stories we've heard about how this place gets more dangerous at night. But it's just very unusual to actually see these sorts of time-sensitive events or puzzles in the game. I think we've only had like one before, and that was just trying to track down So-So during his midnight poker games. So it did catch me a little off guard. Not yet. We'll wait a bit longer. Maybe we have to wait until after midnight. Oh, come on. Oh, okay, well, this is happening. Oof, 30 touch AC. Zorm, what is your problem with helpful? Is this about that one time she tried to bite your leg off? Ooh, I don't like that. It's trying to land curses left and right. We're not really equipped for curses. Okay. And now we can use the Key of Dusk, which opens the way to the Cave of Lamentation. Fantastic. Also, we got some spectral dust. Hey, and more midnight lilies. Nice. So obviously this place has a bunch of time-sensitive triggers. I'm thinking we should do another lap around the map before we investigate the cave. At the very least, that'll get us more lilies. And who knows, maybe we'll be able to talk to that ghost ranger.
Trust in yourself.
The guy who left all those journal entries lying around.
Cover me, all right?
I will see to your demise.
Might have engaged from a bit too far away, but in my defense, I really didn't want to give this thing the first action. Oh, crap. Ghostly Spellcaster. Well, that's a problem.
Retreat is not an option.
We'll get someone on the caster once it's practical.
Stab you or zap you? Why not both?
Inflicts moderate, that's not bad. Do we have any summons left? Oh, we do have the Soul Eaters. Yeah, might as well. I don't think they can actually hurt ghosts, but they might distract them. Oof, that guy's kind of a brick, too. Hey, there we go. Death by Crit Storm.
Kneel before me.
This guy's gonna get off one more inflict. Or a Bone Shatter, fair enough. Or helpful. Running pretty thin on spells.
This one's
And done. That was quite the dust-up. And moving on. Though cautiously. The nighttime encounters are definitely more daunting than the day. Which, to be fair, we were warned about several times. Ghostly warrior.
We'll make things right.
Okay, good. Looks like the spellcaster didn't engage. Let's patch helpful. AC 40. Tough, but not insurmountable. Kazorm saw. Let's grab those lilies, and then we'll tackle the spellcaster. By itself, the spellcaster should be easy pickings. Ow.
Retreat is not an option.
Zormsaw has entered the fray. I actually kind of like the delayed Zormsaw effect. It helps keep the fights from dragging too much against all these bricks. I do need to get it fixed, though. Nice. Man, these guys really hate helpful. Which I guess does kind of track, considering the most powerful spirit in the forest would be Karenai. And she is also a wolf. Oh, well, you know, I was really hoping I would be able to talk to you, but apparently I just have to kill you. Such is life.
Fighting for a righteous cause is certainly different from a simple massacre. The former is more bloody, and performed with pinkies out.
war must end.
Okay, here we go. Nice, nice. Let's hammer the woodsman. He seems to be the biggest threat. Oh, crud. Are you exhausted? Why are you exhausted? That's fine. I can fix that.
Distract them for me.
Into the fray! Doggo's beelining for Ember. No surprise there. Hey, nice.
Time to share your treasures!
And that was a very meaty ghost. Alright, so did we actually get anything out of that, aside from dust? He wrote something about the beam in his cabin, but we can't even go inside his cabin, so I'm not sure what that's about. Oh, we've got a thing here. Also a ghost. Right, should have seen that coming. Maledictor a bit further back. I don't think it's in the fight, though. Alright, now the other guy, before he spots us. Wow, Ulbrig.
Kneel before me.
Cover me, all right?
Huzzah! Weird time for Ulbrig to change back, but he got it done.
those ranks.
Oh, shoot.
Stab you or zap you? Why not both?
Please don't curse anyone. No, what did I just say? Ah. Alright, well, now we have to deal with that.
I'll make short work of this. This one's mine.
And death by crit storm. Albeit a bit later than I would have liked. You guys are still here? That feels like a really bad idea. So scary, so cold and scary, and ghosts everywhere. By my mother's hairy feet. I'd really prefer to stay alive. Then you probably should have left when you had the chance. There must be some reason they're still here, like some other purpose. Okay, well, before we risk triggering some sort of boss fight, let's see if we can do something about this curse. Yeah, unfortunately we don't have Remove Curse on Darren just yet. We will be picking it up, it's just, you know, we rarely run into curses, so it wasn't really high on my priority list. I'm really hoping we have some Remove Curse gear, but I'm not sure we do. Does heal remove curses? I don't think it does, but... Nope, it does not. And duration on that's permanent, right? Yeah. What a pain. I guess we'll just have to live with it for now. I'll deal with it once we get back to Dresden. Oh, dear. The spirit stands before you, proud and serene, shaking its antlered head. Whose call did I hear this day? Vex Godglove, God among men, halfling without peer, commander of the Fifth Crusade. This is Kaz. Who are you? I am the one who has answered your call. The one who slept for many years, but who heard something long forgotten, and came. I came by roads where one must not leave a trace. I am the spirit of this place, the guardian spirit. I know you, ancient one of the forest. Ulbrich reverently bows his head. Peace be upon your home. And I know you. But who are you? Interesting. Hey, what's up with all the ghosts? The spirit sniffs, raising his head, and then snorts in irritation. The stranger's scent carries corruption. The sweet stench of decay is coming from the caves. But it is not flesh that is rotting, but a soul, Oh, I am so weak, too weak. I and the other spirits, we can only watch. Watch, and do nothing to help. Sure, and, the ghost? This land has preserved the remains of many Sarkorians. Their bones are embedded in the earth. They have become the earth. But the spirit never dies. Strangers have brought their corruption here, and now their magic is entrapping the spirits of the ancient dead. What do the trespassers want with them? I don't know. I don't understand. When I fight these spirits, they leave this weird dust behind. Do you know anything about that? Fighting? Dust? No, I know nothing about that. I am a peaceful spirit, and I wish harm to no one. Perhaps the other forest dwellers can tell you something about it. The predators. The dangerous ones. Oh, yes, of course, the bloody altar. Gotcha. Well, what about these weird flowers I keep finding? I don't suppose you can tell me anything about these? Midnight lilies. They only live for as long as moonlight and starlight touch their ghostly leaves. It is a rare gift of the night, one that can conquer any sickness. The spirit closes its eyes wistfully. They used to bring me gifts of these flowers. They taste like the moon, like licking the cold roundness of the moon. I'd like to taste them again. Oh, well, I've got some right here. The spirit lowers its antlered head in gratitude. Okay, so we need 7. The spirit stamps its hoof and turns away from you. You are but a fleeting moment in its long life. How do I actually give them to him? Oh, there we go. I remember you. The eyes, the bearing, the smell. You've been here before. Yes, I have. Also, look what I've got. The spirit scrapes the ground with its hooves excitedly. The long-forgotten taste. It takes me back hundreds of years, to the days when this land was young, and so was I. The moon on my tongue. Thank you for the memories, stranger. You're welcome. I mean, I was hoping for a slightly more tangible reward, but that's a fair chunk of XP. Hey guys, so you're still here too. That's interesting. I'm not really used to NPCs just kind of lingering in danger zones after you resolve their quests. That feels very odd. Regardless, we need to find our way to the bloody altar, which is not this way, but we do have something over here. There's a clear item marker, but we're not seeing anything. Maybe up top? Whoops, and now we're fighting.
Pick them for me.
Come at me. What are you gonna do? Double curse me? I'd like to see you try. But also, please don't. Nope, don't like that. And we're good. Okay, let us approach the top of this hill in slightly more cautious fashion. Well, hello there. The spirit radiates malice, its fur standing on end and its fangs bared. How dare you summon me after so many years? Yeah, sorry about that. So who are you? The spirit shakes its big, shaggy head. I am the Forgotten One, someone filled with fury and thirsting for vengeance. That is who I am. Don't be angry, great keeper of hives. Ulbrich addresses the spirit with the utmost reverence, but the spirit interrupts him with an irritated roar. What are you doing here? I'd like to tear you to pieces. Away with you, away! This is not your forest. You have no cause to roam here. And again, interesting. So you're forgotten? I was once the only spirit in this place. I got all the gifts. But then the others came. If they weren't spirits, I'd tear them to pieces. They made people forget about me. I mean, I'm pretty sure they're not getting offerings either. Most people left when the demons took over. Lies. All lies. The deer and the Smilodon told you that, did they? They lie and hide gifts so they don't have to share them. The spirit growls low in its throat. Thieves and liars. I hate them. I'll make them pay. Well, good luck with that, I guess. I'm sure that'll work out great. The spirit growls and bares its teeth. Vengeance is the only thing on its mind. Hey, what's this rock? A key to the passage between worlds. Humans invented it to disturb my sleep. But they used to bring gifts. And how exactly are you going to get revenge on your enemies? How am I going to... I would demolish the altars of those pitiful creatures, the deer and the Smilodon, till not a stone is left standing. But I'm too weak. You will do it for me. Oh, will I? I will get back to you on that. Think, but be quick about it. Every minute that goes by, the deer and the Smilodon are savoring their gifts. But the gift should be mine. I mean, I could give you some gifts, I guess. I've got magic flowers. Flowers? What is this foolishness? Are you baiting me? The spirit snarls threateningly. Go and talk to the deer about flowers and other such nonsense. And stop bothering me with it. Well, what about spirit dust? I've got a bag full of spirit dust here, and I am happy to share it. Dust? I know nothing about any dust. You must be hitting the spirits too gently, like a tap from a Smilodon's paw. When I hit someone, there's not even dust left behind. Well, cool. Good talk. I've got to go. The spirit turns away indifferently. He seems nice. We never did find that item, but in retrospect, I now realize that's probably the key we put in the door, so we'll just move on. We'll go have a chat with a Smilodon and, forget about my key findings.
Battle formation.
Gosh darn it. But it's fine, it's just a ghostly warrior. Those two seem to be the weakest of the ghosts. Ooh, pretty nasty hit on Zorm there, but that's fine.
Press the attack!
Okay, so at this point, it's just the Smilodon. And it might be worth revisiting Karenai to see if anything's changed there as well. Hey, how's it going, buddy? The moon runs across the sky, and all that runs is my prey. Uh-huh. And you are... Don't you know? I ought to eat you for your impudence. But it's been a long time since anyone has brought me an offering. I've become so weak. It angers me. Who am I? A very hungry spirit of this forest. A spirit of the hunt. Good day to you, and good hunting, mighty warrior. Ulbrich bows his head in deference. And who are you? The spirit sniffs the air. I don't understand. How did you come to be here? I thought you died long ago. As you can see, I live. So what? There hasn't been good hunting here for 100 years. The forest is dying, the people are dying, and us spirits along with them. I know how this will end. Soon, there will be no one left. What happened? This used to be a good place. A long time ago, before the bad people came. The ones who reek of magic. Because of their strange rituals, the spirits of the dead Sarkorians are now sobbing and begging for rest. But they rest no more. And the shrine? The wolf goddess. The fur on the scruff of the spirit's neck rises. She's always lived here. She was already here when I came. Had I received as many offerings as her, I'd have been just as strong. But now she's fallen on hard times, too. Demons are about to break down the door to her shrine. I don't envy her. Not anymore. What about the other spirits? Unfortunate souls awoken to a strange life. The Sarkorians who were buried here over 100 years ago. They used to bring me gifts. Now I observe them in their torment. Interesting the way life has come full circle. Cursed be the people who reek of magic. Yeah, about that. Can you tell me more about the people who are wreaking havoc with their magic? There are 4 of them, and their magical reek is unbearable. It makes me want to cover my nose with my paws. They worship demons. Their presence in this land is unnatural and abhorrent. The spirit lets out a long and mournful growl. So if that's the named casters, we've actually taken out 3 of them already. The Cold Rage, the Woe, and the Bookworm. I don't suppose you know how we can put a stop to this? Release the souls of the tormented Sarkorians? I'm just a spirit of the hunt. I am no oracle, let alone a god. But I'd start by tearing those 4 to pieces. The 4 who reek of magic and worship demons. I'd go to the caves, shred them into tiny bits, and eat them. That is what I would do. Yeah, okay, I can do that. In fact, I already partially have. Though I generally do leave the eating to Kaz. I don't suppose you know anything about these flowers? What would I know about flowers? You expect a deer to deal in stalks and petals? My concern is the hunt. Meat. Fresh, hot blood. Right, well then maybe this is more up your alley. What do you think about this weird ghost dust? The spirit licks its lips. It's the very essence of a specter. What little corporeal form it can enjoy is entirely contained within that spectral dust. Sometimes I hunt at night. I tear their ethereal flesh apart and feed on it. But I have very little strength left. Without offerings, I am but a shadow of myself. If only I could have a full meal again. Even just one more time. Bring me spectral dust, at least 10 handfuls of it. I'm not used to having to ask, but my hunger speaks louder than me. Bring it to me. The spirit lowers its muzzle in a beseeching gesture. Oh, how could I possibly say no? The spirit lets out a long roar. Its hunger and ravenous anticipation of nourishment can be heard loudly in the sound. And I think we'll maybe pass on that last option. I don't want to provoke a fight. Be right back. The spirit purrs and scratches the ground with its hind paws. It doesn't care. So, 10 handfuls. Do we have 10 handfuls? We have exactly 10 handfuls. How convenient. Your scent is familiar to me, and something about it is pleasant. Look what I've got. The spirit purrs and sets ravenously upon the offering. There's strength in my paws again. My body is weak no longer. And my hunger is so powerful now. Oh, well, how can we possibly quell your hunger? Bring me living prey. I am strong enough now to tear it apart and drink its warm blood. Yeah, I was afraid you might say something like that. You know, I will get back to you on that. The spirit bares its teeth and nods. It can't wait to sink its fangs into living, trembling flesh. Man, as keen as I am on feeding ghost tigers, I have a sneaking suspicion our options here are to feed it the hunters or the ghost chasers. And I'm not really crazy about either of those options. Alright, well, let's punch our way to the shrine. I imagine we've got 1 or 2 more fights ahead of us.
Time to share your treasures.
You put a spell on me. Ow. There we go. I really hope we're almost done with these guys, because we're getting pretty close to tapped.
Retreat is not an option.
No! Helpful, why? Helpful gets another save every round, so hopefully she'll recover immediately. I'm just gonna go over here.
Kneel before me.
And she's back. Huzzah! And the way is clear. Hey guys, who's a good ghost doggo? Nothing for goat or dragon. Nothing for Manicore. And no, nothing for Karenai. We can't even talk to her. Which I guess means we're done. Alright folks, we are past time, so I feel like this is a good place to call it. We'll hit the pause button for now, I'll take stock of our current condition, but I imagine we'll be resting before we tackle that last caster. And we did pick up some interesting information, not the least of which was the continued hammering on the idea that Ulbrig is in fact Eirvar. They really haven't been subtle with that. Though I guess we'll see where that goes. That said, we'll pick up here next time, as we investigate the Caves of Lament. See you then. Oh, and special thanks to the Raiders, the fine folks who help make these videos possible, including but not limited to Dragon Matrix 7, Mathew Smith, Revenant, Alois, Drakiith, TheoryV23, EgonAlter, Emile, Exsellsior, Gottlieb, James Trimmier, Kazorm, Mark Giemza, Nathan Welch Jr., OverlordPherom, RandomPassrby, RobbyB, Tomasz Piątkowski, Triphoppenskip, and Valinrook. Thanks for your support, guys. That said, if you'd also like to help support the channel, then feel free to push the buttons that do the things. Trust me, it does make a difference. Or you could even check out the PayPal, the Patreon, the Nexus GG, or the YouTube memberships. Links are in the description.